They're filling in all of the archaeological trenches here on the site of the planned Universal theme park near Bedford. Question is, why? Now, there's been a lot of speculation. Does this mean it's all off? It's not happening anymore. They're filling in the trenches. They're putting it back the way it was. It's all off. It's not going to happen. Or is it just that they finish with the archaeological work? It's going to be a little while before they get to develop on this land. And whilst there are public footpaths in the area, they just want to make sure that no one falls into them and hurts themselves. I think it's probably that. But you think something else? Let me know in the comments. And of course, follow us here for all the latest.
Ian, of course, we should make clear that Universal Studios is a sister company of Sky's, both owned by the American company Comcast. So just give us a bit of background on this. When did this transaction happen? And a lot of people think of Disney as one of the big theme park operators, but actually Universal Studios, it's a huge part of the business for our American owners.
Yes, that's right. I mean, first of all, we should be clear, no final investment decision has been made yet, Wilf. What they're going through now is the sort of planning stage, and what's happened today is that they published some economic analysis under Treasury guidelines, pointing out the benefits to the UK economy. Now, Universal is saying that some 35.1 billion pounds of value would be accrued during the building of the park and then the first 20 years of operation, and that would generate a further 14 billion pounds or so to the Treasury in extra taxation. It's a very, very big undertaking, this. You're potentially looking at the peak point of construction of some 5,000 people working on the site, with a further 8,000 permanent jobs to follow once the site's up and running. And then, according to Universal's analysis, there would be around 1.5 jobs created for every one job on the site in the supply chain in the neighbouring economy. So you're talking about potentially 20,000 jobs being created all in.
And what's the timeline? And I guess the scale. I mean, 476 acres, I think I said, it seems vast. I mean, it's no Paulton's Park we're talking about here. I mean, it makes it, comparable to the massive US parks rather than the typical European-sized park? And how long would it take to build and open?
It's actually quite small by comparison. If you look at Disneyland Paris, which is Europe's current biggest destination, that occupies a far bigger footprint geographically than this would do. However, Universal are gunning for some 20 million visitors a year, which, to put that in context, Disneyland Paris currently has around 15 million visitors a year. If you take the biggest 4 UK attractions at the moment, which are Alton Towers, Legoland, Windsor, Chessington, World of Adventures and Thorpe Park, well, together their visitor numbers are about half of what Universal is gunning for. So this is absolutely enormous.
Universal is coming to the UK, and no, I'm not joking. Universal have confirmed they are planning on building a brand new theme park in Bedford before 2030. The land is on an old brickwork site, which means there shouldn't be any hiccups in starting construction, unlike the London resort. It's been stated by a Universal spokesperson that it will be many months before a final decision is made. The official Universal website has also started putting job offers out for a senior master planner, which could relate to this project. The domains universalstudiosgreatbritain.com and universalgreatbritain.com have already been acquired by the company, so fingers crossed it's only a matter of time before we'll be seeing a Universal just on our doorstep.